We're back with another episode. Breaking news. This is our 104th episode. And you know what that means.
You're here with us.
It's Tuesday, baby. Welcome back to the Face Off podcast with your two favorite ladies on the internet.
That was a really good intro.
Thank you. I've been working on it. I practice in the mirror.
That's interesting. Yeah. How was your week this past week? Okay, do tell.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm the most responsible person.
Definitely not.
Okay. But I am trying to be better.
Uh-huh.
So, maybe like a month ago. Let's call it a month.
Okay.
The tire light went on. Mm-hmm. Went to go get my air checked in the tires. And I tell you that the guy who was checking the pressure was like, ma'am, do you know about the tire grades?
The fact he had to give you an educational lesson.
I know. And I'm like, yep, I know. And he was like, okay, well, your front two tires are at a 2. And I was like, uh-huh. And he was like, I shouldn't even let you drive off. Like, your tires could explode.
You
and
got
I was like,
ball-headed tires. Oh, my God.
I was like, this is all a marketing ploy. My tires are fine. It's fine. He was like, you really need new tires. I'm like, yeah, I got shit to do, but thanks. See you later, sir.
Do what I asked you to do.
Beep,
Thank
beep.
you.
Yeah. I'm like, how's the pressure?
Right.
So I've been riding around with these janky ass tires, and finally I was like, you know what? Go get your tires fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so $500 later.
Yeah.
Wait,
for all 4?
For 2.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I just got. Yeah, for $500.
$500 later, I'm like, good. You did what you needed to do. Mm-hmm. You're an adult. This is good karma. Now you're not going to have a blowout and cause a huge accident.
Or die.
Yeah. That would also be unfavorable.
Horrible, yeah.
Go to Las Palapas, trying to get my tacos on a Saturday morning. Parked, like I'm idling behind this car, and I just see him start backing up to let someone else in. And I was like, damn, he's getting really close. Wow, he's getting even closer. Lay on the horn and just crunch. He hits the front of my car. Mind you, I ran to get tacos on a Saturday morning, so like I wasn't wearing real clothes. I wasn't gonna get out of the car. I have on a crop top, no bra. Right. It's also 45 degrees in San Antonio that day.
Our weather is
so
changing.
I'm getting out of, I'm like, it's a white crowd. It's awful. And I'm like, he's like, do you want my information? I was like, nope, I'm good. Everything looks good. Car's fine. I gotta go.
My
it was awful. And I was like, I thought I was supposed to have good karma from getting my from doing what I needed to do.
No, you don't get a prize for being an adult.
Well,
the more you're responsible, the more shit happens to you.
And I flashed my nips to like half of San Antonio, so that's great.
Well, did you tell them to watch our podcast? Because, you know.
I should be like, the least you could do is like and subscribe.
Exactly. If they're not going to take you out to dinner for a free meal for showing your boobs and whatnot.
Yeah, but that was my weekend, so
woohoo. Oh my God. That was very eventful.
Yeah, how's your week?
My week was, it was short, thankfully. I took off a day just for mental health day. Y'all, my body has, I know I keep talking about this, my body is suffering. I sound like a man today, as if I don't sound like a man every other time. Anyway, but I've been cleaning out my garage and cut my grass, and so my body is just super sore. Now my allergies are going crazy because I was outside with dust and stuff and then cutting my grass and blah, 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 blah. Speaking of... So I go to clean out my garage, right? I'm trying to be an adult and, make room in my garage and stuff.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there putting together like this metal storage cabinet. And then all of a sudden, like I have my back turned toward my garage. So my truck is halfway in my garage, halfway out, just so I can have room and stuff. But I wanted to still have some bit of privacy and it was nice and cold. Uh-huh. Long story short, my back is turned toward my garage. All of a sudden I hear this little small voice say, excuse me.
Oh.
And so I turn around and there's this little white girl sitting there. And so I was like, yes, how can I help you? And so she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm minding my business.
Is it the two little girls that walk up and down your street?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. So the little girl, she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, immediately I just went into like defensive mode. I was like, I'm minding my business. Do you need help? And so she's like, because she scared the shit out of me. And so I have my gun there, because I always have my gun on me when I'm doing stuff.
Stay strapped.
So, exactly. And so she was just standing there. She had no jacket on. It's 45 degrees here in San Antonio. She had no shoes on, no jacket on. And she was on the opposite side of my car, or my truck, where her parents couldn't see her. So I'm like, okay, bitch, you're not about to turn me into no hashtag. So absolutely not. So she's standing like inside of my garage. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, back out of my garage, like, because there's stuff on the floor that could potentially, hurt you or whatever. She's like, actually, I look down here and it's fine. I was like, little girl, get your ass out of my goddamn garage. Right. So then she says, so I was like, is there something I can help you with? She's like, no. And then her rest of her little siblings or whoever are just like riding their bikes back and forth and stuff. So then I was like, all right, have a great day if you don't need anything. And so then she leaves and she comes back. And so she was like, oh, I meant to tell you, we should hang out sometime. So I said to her, no, that's weird because adults should not be hanging out with kids. I said, no. And I said, again, where are your parents? And she's like, well, my mom's over here with the white van. And so she told me that as long as she can, like, I stay in front of the house, then I'm good. I said, well, this is not your house. Your house is 2 houses down. Go back to your house. So then she leaves and I was like, have a great day. Second time. She comes back a third time, y'all.
You're just gonna have to cock your gun.
I was like, what the fuck is this little girl problem? She comes back and she's like, do you remember the neighbors that used to live next door to you? Yeah, their little girl told me that she was gonna sue me. Can you believe that? Yes, because you won't go the fuck away, little girl. Like, what the hell? And then she said, she's like, after she said it again twice. She was like, yeah, we should hang out sometime. And I was like, well, no, that's inappropriate. I said, adults and children shouldn't be friends and shouldn't be hanging out like that. I said, go back home to your mom. And so then she was just like, do you have any kids? I was like, I'm not answering that question. I was like, little girl, this is my last time I'm telling you, go back to your house or I'm calling the police. This girl had to be like 7 or 8. I don't give a shit. I was like, absolutely not.
No,
Rachel.
This girl is like a literal little child.
Yeah, she's like, but she was running back and forth. She talks
like
with
a big girl though.
I was just like, what the fuck do you want all in my business? Oh my God.
One of the last times I came over here, she was walking, I guess, with her little sister.
Yeah.
She's like, hi. And I was like, hi. And she's like, just keeps talking and talking and talking. We're going over here. And da-da-da-da. And I was like, where? They were going on truly a walk.
Yes.
The two of them. And then I was like, what the hell's going on?
Listen, for all white parents out there, please instill in your children some safety, and not the white safety that Fowler has, but I mean stranger danger. I'm like, I could have if I was a child abductor, I could have literally abducted that little girl.
Oh, easily.
Because her mom couldn't even see her. Her mom and dad never came down the street to say, hey, I never heard her mom or dad's voice.
They're probably like, oh, thank God she's away.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden, when the first time she came around, her little brother and another little sister, they were trying to ride their bikes. I was like, whoa, 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 this ain't the neighborhood house. Absolutely not. Back up and go about your business. And then like a little dog tried to come in my garage. I was like, see, this is why black people stay in the house. This is exactly why we don't do projects outside. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, that was my whole
an eventful weekend.
I did. And I didn't mean for it to be, but Jesus. Oh, it was annoying. But anyway, neither here nor there. But other than that, it was an okay weekend.
Good.
Yeah. Did you, no, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah. So you ready to get on into this episode?
Mm-hmm. We also didn't talk about what we're watching.
Yeah, that's what I was putting right here, but because I was about to segue into that, but then I forgot because
the Black Panther. You drink the heart-shaped herb, and you will have the power of the Black Panther.
I cannot with you. Well, let's get on into this episode because it's gonna be a doozy.
Doozers.
Y'all, the election results came out last week.
I'll have you know that I did vote on election day.
Good for
like
you.
A true patriot.
How long did you have to wait in line?
Like 15 seconds.
Really?
Uh-huh.
On election day?
Swear to God.
Where was your election polling?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay, never mind. No, I was gonna say, was it like at a library?
No, it was like at a.
Don't tell me, it's fine.
It was, I don't know what it is. It's like a center, like a
community center.
Community center.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was super quick. I walked in, voted, did my little beep bop boop boop beep bop beep.
Got your sticker.
Got my sticker.
Okay, cool beans.
So y'all can.
Well, I had a visceral response to the results of the election, and I think I had more of a visceral response to Stacey Abrams losing than I did.
I really thought she had it this time.
I was so hurt. I literally cried. I ain't no bitch, but I cried. I was just so mad at the state of Georgia, specifically white women in the state of Georgia. And I was pissed off because I was just like, do y'all understand who Stacey Abrams is? Like, this woman is a brilliant masterpiece who literally could have been very well the vice president of the United States. Okay. Mm-hmm. She also could have been in Congress at this point. Like, just moving and shaking, doing her thing.
She's doing y'all a favor by even running.
Literally. And the fact that people were pissed at her for not running for a congressional seat, and she over here and she flipped Georgia. Not by herself, obviously. There were a lot of other groups that were on the grounds with her doing amazing things. But Stacey, I just want you to let me be your PR, because that speech I would have wrote would have been very different than what you delivered. Because I'd have been like, first, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim.
Fuck you.
I'd have
You're
like,
cool.
Fuck Georgia.
Fuck you.
Man, I was so
I don't like this place anyway.
I was so hurt for her. I was like, Stacey, just leave Georgia. Just leave. Them people they don't value you.
You could come change shit over here.
Hell no. There's 72% of white women voted for Hot Wheels, so definitely not.
Hot Wheels leading the way. We don't. I
think people more so had an issue with the fact that she's a black woman. They don't want to have a black woman over them. That's really what I think it is. Because the way y'all march in these streets about your body, your rights, and buying uteruses and putting them shits on shirts, them election results was horrible.
But math ain't mathin'.
No, it was really not. And I just couldn't believe that Beto lost. I was so sad.
I really thought we had that too.
I thought we did too. And then the people of Uvalde, I was like, how does 60% of Uvalde vote for Hot Wheels? Like, what?
I have questions.
It was rigged. It had to be, allegedly. I'm still processing that. I think that's why my week was like really bad, because I'm still processing. I was really emotional about that.
Emotional damage.
Oh my God. And then Herschel Walker and Reverend Raphael Warnock. God. Why are they going to a runoff? Georgia, you know what? Georgia is now becoming the new Florida.
Ooh, hot take.
Florida was very clear and concise. Fuck you, Charlie Crist, and we're voting for DeSantis. Horrible.
They're like, that guy, we're keeping him.
Here's the thing. People think that Florida is like this huge Democratic state, and it's really not. And the only reason why is because you have so many boomer snowbirds that come down from where they were and they want to retire in the sun, and they fuck up the votes.
But also you have so many people from like Cuba, and they're like, well, they're not communists. That's great.
Exactly.
They're,
Exactly. Yeah. So Florida, unfortunately, I think South Florida from like the Palm Beaches down is blue, but everything else is like, with the exception of like the Panhandle, that's blue.
Well, yeah, I just like imagine coming from a country where the government just fucks you consistently all the time, takes everything from you, and you come here and this Republican Party is like, the government doesn't even want to tell you shit. You work where you want to work and we'll stay out of your business. And they're like, yes.
Not really, but we'll
not
we'll
really, but unless you want to have a child.
Exactly. The stuff that Herschel Walker was saying, like, this can't be real life. It cannot be real life.
You know the people that like, you can see the train wreck happening as they're talking, and you're like, I would pay you money to just stop. Like you're just.
But you got to keep watching.
You can't. You cannot look away, and you're like, you're just digging yourself a hole.
He made a comment the other day. He said, allegedly, he was like, what is the greatest country in the world? I mean, he was like, what is the greatest country in the United States? It's the United States. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a simulation.
I'm going to see if I can find that, because I think D.O. Hughley posted that shit. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was just like, dude. Let me see. Hold on. If I can't find it, I'll cut it out. Come on, what the fuck?
Did Maryland get a black?
Yeah, Maryland got their first black mayor. I'm not mayor, governor.
Governor.
Yeah. It was maybe Jamal Bryan. I think that's who it was.
Jamal.
I'll insert it at some point, but God damn it. Frick, sorry, I wish I would have had it already.
Frickin' frack, man.
It was funny though, but anyway, I just want to make sure, because you know people put pictures on top of shit. Anyway, whatever, it's fine.
I would believe, you could tell me that he said that we don't need oxygen to breathe, and I would believe that he said that.
Herschel Walker is he's special. He's a special somebody. I'm trying to see if I can find it on the stuff. It's not going to come, but don't worry about it. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Herschel Walker is a disaster. And the fact that Warnock even has to go through this is absolutely ridiculous. But you know what, Georgia? I don't feel bad for y'all, because y'all are coming out in droves over stupid shit, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't. I'm detaching myself from it.
Did we talk about Takeoff dying?
We did talk about him last week, yeah, but this past week was his funeral.
Yeah. We talked about the Twitter video and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. About how people were, but people were taking pictures inside the actual and video inside the funeral. I just think that's always very invasive when people do stuff like that. Like, don't post videos of people the body sitting there, and I just don't like
funerals are a weird thing, because you get dressed up and you're around a bunch of people that you might have not seen, and your first inclination would be like, surely we got to get a group photo. But it's weird to take photos at funerals.
Well, people were like making comments about like, what's her name? Young Miami and other people who attended the funeral because they were taking selfies at their respective homes before the actual funeral. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? If your outfit is cute, it's cute.
I saw a lot of really great looks.
Yeah, everybody looked really nice.
Slayed. And honestly, not to be flippant, but slay at my funeral. Come to serve.
Well, a funeral is a celebration. It's supposed to be a celebration of life.
Because he got the fuck up out of here. This world sucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he got up out of here without.
That is
too soon. He didn't want to. But
did you see Quavo's post about him?
I did. I just didn't want to read it all.
Sad.
I didn't want to read it all. I think it's okay for people not to say anything after somebody close to them dies. Like, I think you're not obligated to say anything, because I know people were like waiting for Cardi B and Offset to post something,
which is like, obviously they're going through shit.
Yeah,
like they have other things to worry about.
Exactly, like
informing you and filling you in on that.
And that was his family member. Like that was his uncle, or he was the uncle, the nephew, whatever. You know how black families.
They were related.
They were actual blood, and. You know, it's sad because he was only 28 years old.
That's my age. I didn't know he was only 28.
Yeah. He looks much, I mean, I think his ad libs make him older.
Yeah.
Mama. Sad about no bitch. But yeah, that was really, really sad. What were you telling me about Texas and the student loan forgiveness?
Let me tell you, how much have we talked about student loan forgiveness on this podcast?
Every episode.
I would say every episode we bring that shit up. We were very excited. We were pale Grant girlies over here.
Absolutely.
PGGs. The state of Texas has blocked Joe Biden's plan for student loan forgiveness. This fucking state, dude. And I am livid.
Oh my God.
And apparently it's because there was some kind of lawsuit filed because two people didn't apply, or they didn't qualify for the loan forgiveness. And listen, this isn't the political podcast you're looking for. No, I don't know what the hell's going on, but allegedly, when you enact a bill or something like this, there's supposed to be a period of time where the public can come to comment and be like, actually, I think the fuck not. And this supposedly did not have that time allotted. Mm-hmm. So now it's quote unquote unlawful. It says some fucking judge in North Texas who I literally hate now.
Seriously.
Yeah. So, but my question is, I mean, it doesn't really matter for me because I went to school here and I live here. But if you are from somewhere else, I wonder if that applies to you.
I mean, I'm from Florida.
I know. And you got your loans while you were not living in Texas, right?
No, yeah.
So I'm wondering if that, or is it just like if you live in Texas currently?
Well, okay, so technically I got loan. Well, as a Texas resident, I did get a loan. I did get one loan when I got my master's. And it was only like a very small, like $6,000 loan in comparison. Because I paid, well, no, it was $3,000 because I paid for my master's out of pocket, but then I just got a loan just because I want to do some other stuff. Anyway, neither here nor there. But
she had some trips to go on.
Exactly. So I did get a loan while I was here, in a federal student loan while I was here as a resident of Texas. But the bulk of my loans was when I was a student in Florida.
Yeah. So if anyone knows how that shit works, because I'll up and move. I
think Florida blocked theirs too. I think everybody's going to eventually block it.
Yeah, Greg Abbott says that this will harm the working class. Mind you, you don't apply. God damn it. You don't qualify. You don't qualify for it if you make over 100. What the hell's going on over here?
Oh my God. Do we need to take a break? Come back.
Give me 10.
Shit.
Take 10. You don't qualify for the loan forgiveness if you make over $125,000, right?
Right.
They were giving the extra forgiveness to people with Pell Grants, and that's mostly black and brown people and minorities. Yes. I'm just like, and did you know 56% of people who graduated from 4-year universities have $25,000 in student loan debt? I don't know how that's real because I feel like that's a drop in the bucket for me personally.
Very true. Me too.
But this would have... God, it would have given like financial freedom to so many people.
It really would have, because some people are just like right on the cusp, like, oh, I only have 10,000 left, or I only have 20,000 left. I mean, for us, that's a tithe of
tax the rich.
Seriously. Well, when people keep talking about the whole taxes and everything, and why are taxes going up, and da 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 da. See, it's Joe Biden's America. It's like, no, that was Trump's America, because he put things in place and he did tax reform when he was in office that is in effect until 2025. So blame that motherfucker. Don't blame Joe. Joe ain't got shit to do with it. Well, Joe could change it if he wanted to. No, there's some things he can't.
Well, Joe could have done the policies and procedures correctly so that this didn't go to court, but it's fine.
Exactly.
I'm fine. I'll just start an OnlyFans like everyone else.
Well, we need to sell feet pics, but my toenail is kind of fucked up right now. They jacked up my toenail, so I can't sell. I can only sell feet pics on the right, not the foot right now.
Very specific.
Exactly.
Right foot pic.
Well, I mean, the Senate. I know there were some talks about this whole red wave and everything in politics, and everybody was like, "Oh, we're predicting a red wave," and
that sounds like
the Republicans are going to sweep everything pretty much.
A crimson wave,
a political menstrual cycle, and it didn't happen. So the Democrats now continue to have control of the Senate. The only issue is that the runoff between Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock, that's going to happen on, I think it's December the 6th. That will determine whether or not they keep this the House.
Dude, November is just flying by.
It really is. It's already the double digits.
It's almost Thanksgiving.
Thank God.
Praise the Lord. Days. Oh, don't rub it in.
I'll be off for 5 days. Yeah. Hey, Miss, I was off for a whole week. What?
That was reparations for that job.
Listen, I went right into it. Come on. What were you telling me about that Kentucky student?
This episode is hard.
It is.
If y'all did not see the video of the Kentucky student, I don't even know how to describe what the fuck she was doing.
Being racist.
If y'all haven't seen the video, y'all need to go watch it. But I'm going to tell you her name so I don't mess it up.
Yes, let's put her name out there so we never forget. Never forget. This is a hard episode today.
I know.
Partly because I sound like a man. Good morning to you.
Shut the fuck up. Her name is Sophia Rosing.
Okay. Sophia Rosing.
Sophia was fighting. She was belligerent. She was drunk. Came this black girl walked up to her and was trying to help her. She starts calling her the N-word.
She was the resident. She was the RA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you this. I was not an RA, but I worked in student housing for like a year and a half. And I would have to be on call at night. Like, you'd have to be on call every so often. Have I ever told you the shit that people would do to me and tell me? Awful.
I can only imagine.
Awful.
Hey, segue real quick. The dorms that you were working at, did y'all have a curfew where the dorms closed at a certain time?
No.
Okay. Maybe that was just me. When I was in college, when I first went out to FAMU, the dorms closed at a certain time. I think it was like midnight. Everybody pretty much had to be in their dorms and the doors locked.
Oh, so.
And you couldn't get in.
At the dorm, that happened. Like the doors locked, but you could sign yourself or other people in and then you could go in.
Was it co-ed?
Yeah.
Oh no! See, I was not
But like
co-ed.
the best part was coming home at after the bars that I didn't go to because I was too young to drink at that time, but other people were there and I would see them.
Dude, about to tell yourself.
And you'd come home at 2:30, 3 a.m. There's this line at the front desk and it's all these girls dressed up with these guys and they're all trying to fucking sign each other into their rooms because you have to sign in a guest.
Oh wow.
And then at the apartment I worked at, the doors locked at 8, so you had to have a key to swipe in.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're fine.
Gotcha.
But people would always my job was if you got locked out of your room, which everyone did because they knew someone was there to let them in.
Yeah.
I'd have to let them in. Some girl threw up on my freaking door one night. One night I was there and I had to call security was like, hey, can you come down here? This girl's here. She was in Austin from out of town, staying with friends, didn't know where she was, belligerent. She was like, take me home. I was like, where? What are you talking about? She was from El Paso.
We ain't going there tonight.
No, she's like, hey, bitch, take me home. And I said, She goes, hey, insecure bitch. And I was like, what the heck? This is not real life. She's like, hey, in your shorts, you insecure bitch, in your shorts. And I was like, I don't get paid enough to deal with this.
See, I purposefully believe that Jesus never allows me to incur stuff like that because he knows that I won't pass those tests.
I promptly called the cops on her. They put her on a stretcher, took her ass to the hospital. I was like, I don't know what y'all are going to do with her, but she cannot stay here.
You won't even get a chance to get a video with me. I'm going to knock your ass out, quick. But this young lady, what was the young lady's name? The black young lady who was affected by this? Does it say her name? Because she handled the situation very well.
She really did.
She was like, babe, you just ruined your life. And the white girl was like, no, I didn't. And she's right, because her daddy probably going to pay off somebody. And then she withdrew from the university before they had a chance to expel her because University of Kentucky was moving too fucking slow.
I know.
Fucking bitches.
Jack Harlow needs to get down there and do something.
Jack Harlow, wasn't he? He went to
He's
university?
from Kentucky.
Oh. The power's in his hands. It's okay if you don't know it. It's fine.
I don't know the girl's name, but y'all have got to understand that you cannot treat people however the fuck you want to treat them. There are repercussions for everything. Also, some of y'all can't handle alcohol, and it shows.
Yeah, for real.
Also, I don't know, people who, just anyone, like you can't, who just, like, people are crazy. Why would you yell at someone
for real
that's trying to help you? It's insane. Anyway.
Yeah, I hope she loses everything.
And that tells me that this is not new behavior if you're comfortable enough to start yelling that out to people. And you need to go sit in a corner somewhere and get your life together.
And they should be treating this white girl just like they are treating Kanye. She should have everything stripped. Because you're being anti-black. And it's horrible.
One thing we're not around these parts
is anti-black.
Anti-black.
That's right.
So yeah, that was a doozy to watch.
She was good because Lord, please don't test me in that area. Just don't. Listen, I got too much to lose. Just don't test me in that area because I promise you, if this camera's involved,
tiny too. Probably one hit would have knocked her out.
Listen. Anyway, what were you telling me about Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner,
who's still in a Russian prison.
Now she's in a Russian work camp.
They put her in a work camp.
They put her in a work camp. And it is that disgusting. Poor woman.
I feel so bad. She's a political pawn for no reason. Like, sweet lamb of the Most High God. I cannot.
Everyone says this is like truly one of the worst places that they could send her. It's crowded. There's no health care. It's like a labor camp and super abusive and over some weed.
It wasn't even weed. It was just cannabis oil. Like,
I didn't even know that work camps sound so medieval.
It's barbaric and it's inhumane. It really is. I mean, y'all are in a war at this point. Like, why are you having court? I mean, I guess you could say the same thing for the United States of America. But I'm just saying, like, it seems like y'all were entering a draft and all this other kind of stuff. So clearly y'all didn't have enough people to fight. So, like, oh God, I hate that for Brittany. I so hate that for Brittany.
I know. So there's a bunch of advocacy groups and stuff trying to.
Why can't we just like depict movies where, in Bad Boys, when Gabrielle Union got stuck over in Cuba and they went over and rescued her? Why can't we just do that?
Why does she still look like that? Gabrielle Union has not aged since that movie.
Because she's black. She drinks baby's blood. I'm kidding. She's part of QAnon. It's like she has that same disease that Pharrell has.
Benjamin Button.
Mm-hmm. And John Legend too, because they don't age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Good for her, loser. Did you watch the what's the thing called? The Fenty Beauty
Fenty fashion show? I didn't, surprisingly enough. I have not. I'm not in the right headspace. Like, I've been feeling a little chunky, and that's gonna make me feel way worse.
Well, they have really good representation in there. Like, Cheryl Lee Ralph was in it. She looked beautiful.
See, that's the thing. It doesn't matter what size the people are in that fashion show. They always look fucking great.
Yeah, but I love the inclusivity of Rihanna and the fact that she includes people with disabilities, amputees and stuff like that. Like, I love it. First of all, Marsai Martin was there.
Let's talk about. And like, in my head, she's always Diane.
Yeah,
she's always a little girl with glasses, but she has glowed the fuck up.
Her fashion is unmatched.
Beautiful, and she just like
I just love
hits it out of the park every time.
I just love the fact that she wears glasses all the time.
I love
the fact that she wears glasses all the time.
An unproblematic fave.
Yes, but people are just like, we're not ready for her to grow up. I'm like, she's 18. She's a grown ass person, like a multimillionaire. Leave her alone. But I did see Johnny Depp was in it as well, and
he's about to have the comeback of a century.
Oh, absolutely. And for him, yesterday's price is not today's price, because he was in the show. According to Fat Joe. So he was in the show and he had like a little 40-second cameo. But what was hilarious, I don't know if Rihanna meant to do this, but I thought it was hilarious that he walked to Outkast's So Fresh and So Clean song.
There's no mistakes with Robin Fenty.
Because of course, as you know, Amber Heard said that he was like, allegedly said that he was like smelly and stinky, didn't take a bath and dirty and all that shit. It was so funny.
He looked so good.
Okay. Unpopular opinion. I don't think Johnny Depp is a good-looking man.
I
think because I'm not attracted to white guys. That might be why.
I could see, like, when he was younger, he was super attractive, I think.
I think he's a great guy. I mean, for what I see.
He's got a great personality.
He's got a great personality. I've just never been attracted to him. He's not
you
like,
don't have to. I'm not. We're not gonna yucky yum.
He's not like
channel.
Channing Tatum or anything.
Ew.
You don't like Channing Tatum?
No, he looks like a monkey.
No, he's beautiful.
That's your go-to. That Channing Tatum is the white guy you're picking.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
This speaks very loudly about you.
He's gorgeous.
No, do you really think so?
Absolutely.
I don't see that.
Really?
He looks like a thumb.
No, that man is very attractive.
No, yeah, I guess like objectively, but no.
Not your cup of tea.
No, that okay. I just like, that's where you're gonna.
Well, you like, what's the guy's name that I didn't know? Not Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet. You like guys like that.
No, I liked him in one specific movie. Hey, listen, you know what? I'm not having this conversation. I don't have to defend myself to you. It's any of you people. I'm out of here.
Oh gosh, yeah, but I just thought it was funny that he was in that show. It was really funny, the song that was playing in the background.
I really think he's about to have a big year, and I cannot wait.
Oh, absolutely, he deserves it too, because when people do stuff like that, and the unfortunate part is that in the entertainment industry, you are guilty until proven innocent, as opposed to innocent until proven guilty. And people can just, like, it goes back to what we said last episode about the power of they. One person can just say something and accuse you of something, and you lose everything without being given the benefit of the doubt.
I was just thinking about this, like Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Do you remember when someone was like, Lauryn Hill said her music is for black people, it's not for white people?
Mm-hmm.
And she never said that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, still everyone's to this day thinks she said that. And it was just some guy who called in to Howard Stern and was like, I think I saw on MTV that Lauryn Hill said she only makes music for black people.
And what's wrong with that?
There isn't. But she was like, she was like, I never said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would that's white people pay my bills.
Right.
I would not say, and just like, it's been perpetuated for years because people are like, oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Don't trust everything you hear.
I've never heard that rumor of Lauryn Hill saying that, but I just think, like, with these celebrities, anytime anybody comes out with any accusations, especially when it's like accusations of sexual assault, domestic violence, things like that, I just feel like it just automatically ruins their life, and everybody's just like, oh, I want to detach, and it's like, well, wait a minute, let's have some justice here. Let's go through the judicial system and see.
No peace.
Exactly. Now, obviously, if you have a tape and with Quavo and like Sweetie, okay, we can assume something has happened. We don't know, but we just see an elevator scene of somebody getting thrown around.
Lots of shit's happening in elevators.
Exactly. Now, if you have video evidence, yes, then that makes sense to go ahead and withdraw. But if you don't have all the facts of the story, like, why are you ruining people's career like that? Like, that's just
facts,
horrible.
no printer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's white woman tears also too. That's part of the problem. Speaking of, well, no, she's not white. Nikita Dragun. I don't even know her. Know nothing about her.
Makeup YouTuber.
Oh, is that what she is? Okay, yeah. So Nikita Dragun.
Remember when YouTubers were like big? I feel like they're kind of.
Well, something happened, especially with the black YouTube creators. They all got off of YouTube, or they deactivated for a little while. They were standing in solidarity for something that happened. I don't really know the full story of it. I don't really care. But anyway,
that's not what show this is.
Yeah, that's not we're not about that. But the only reason why I'm bringing this topic up is because of my history of working in a prison. So Nikita Dragun is a YouTuber or whatever. She's a trans woman. And so she was arrested recently
for public intoxication.
Oh, okay. Well, in Miami specifically, and
I think she was like swinging on cops and shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me fact check myself. Continue.
Well, then you deserve to go to jail. So she basically she made headline news because of the fact that she is a trans woman, and it was alleged that she was in a male prison or in the male section of the prison. And how people were concerned about her safety because she is a trans woman and things of that nature. They showed the clip of her being she was being arraigned or whatever, and she asked the judge like, oh, do I still have to be in a male in the men's prison? And so the judge was just like, well, I don't have any jurisdiction over that. Unfortunately, that's the prison is going to have to make that determination or whatever. But she was able to post bail and stuff.
She was walking around the hotel pool naked. She was drunk, and then I think she was throwing shit at the cops.
See, this is why you shouldn't drink. Be in control of your faculties.
A lot of y'all can't handle liquor, and it shows.
Yeah, y'all need some new livers or something because you're not metabolizing stuff. But
you know what's hot?
What?
Self-control.
That's very true. and accountability. But people were saying too that there was this conversation on social media about, like, in the comment section of a video that I saw, and they were talking about why can't trans men and women have like their own separate like tower or like prison area, whatever, for safety concerns. And then some people were arguing, well, you know, if she's a woman, then she should be in the women's prison. But it's like, then you run the risk of having that same issue that happened a couple weeks ago. We talked about on the podcast how that one trans woman inmate impregnated 3 of the inmates in there at the same time, basically. So
here's my question: you can get your gender changed on your license, right?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
The only problem with that is that it's not about your gender. It's about your body parts.
No, I agree. So my thing is, if you've had reassignment surgery, if your gender has been changed on your documentation, could you not then be put into a women's prison?
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how they do it now, but I'm all over the place today, y'all. I don't know how they do it now, but I know when I worked at the prison, and I did not work in intake at all. That was not my area of where I worked.
Can you imagine if you worked intake?
You have to be an officer.
Do you hose them down?
No. They let them take a shower and stuff. But I mean, they do have to do cavity searches on everybody. Ugh. So, and I think that's too also how you're finding out stuff. Like, you do a cavity search and you're like, oh, wait, okay.
Hold the phone.
We're in the wrong area. We need to transfer. Master control. 10-4. But yeah, I mean, I personally, as not a trans person, as an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, I definitely think that trans men and women need to have their own towers. I just do.
I wonder if because it's such a small population, that's why they haven't done that.
And prisons are already overcrowded anyway. They barely have places to put anybody. So to have a dedicated section just for trans people is, I think, it
makes sense to do it. I would just assume because the population is so small that they're not going to accommodate them.
Very true. I agree. What were you telling me about your prison patient or something about your patient?
Y'all, I don't know if you know this about me, but I don't know when to shut up. I also don't know how to take my job seriously. It's been potentially problematic. Anyway.
I can't even bring it out of my nose.
Anyway, I'm sitting there. Okay, you know how... Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know how when you're working with patients that are your age, it's weird sometimes because you're like...
You're my age.
Yeah, like... Hey. It's weird. It's very weird when you have a patient that's your age. And so I was working with this patient who was legitimately my exact same age. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, this man's is covered in tattoos.
Okay.
And so he's kind of just like, when you're in a rehab unit, like an acute rehab unit, it's a lot of older people who can't go home. That's why they're there. It's not a lot of young people. So this man is single-handedly bringing down the age average in this place by like 30 years. And I feel so bad. He's not making like, there's nothing for you to do. He's just pissed off because he's there and it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do my song and dance. I'm like, like, da-da-da-da. You want to talk? No. It's like, do you remember Up, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
You can't ask me his name right now.
What the hell is his name in Up? This is going to piss me off.
What's the man's
Erickson?
name?
Shit.
I was going to say, you can't ask me that right now. My brain's all over the place. Old man's name in Up. What's the old man's name in the movie Up?
Fredrickson.
Carl. Yeah.
Mr. Fredrickson. So he's Mr. Fredrickson, and I'm that little kid with the balloons, Russell. Yeah. And I'm trying to be all happy and like him talking. He's like, fuck this, fuck you, I don't want to talk. And I was like, come on, do you like pepperoni on your, or do you like pineapple on your pizza? He's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, okay, you want to tell me a deep dark secret? And he's like, I just got out of prison. And I was like, he's like, you couldn't tell? And I was like, no, I couldn't tell. He's like, all my prison tattoos. And I was like, I just thought you liked tattoos. I'm not judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
So then obviously an appropriate person would be like, drop it, move on. Not
no,
me.
You want to investigate further.
Like, I've never been to prison. He's like, that I'm good. I'm so happy for you. And I was like, but I do love prison talk.
Did you tell?
He was like, what? Mind you.
Did he tell you how long he had been in prison?
4 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Hard time. And you can't ask what someone went to prison for. I do know that. So I'm just like, shit. I'm like, how true is prison talk? He's like, it's pretty fucking true. Like, that's all. And I was like, so prison burritos. He was like, yes, that's real. This man does this deep dive on prison burritos. And I was like, if I bring all the stuff Can we make them?
Inappropriate.
So first of all, it's an ADL. Second of all,
true.
I am meeting my patient where he's at. I'm finding something he's passionate about.
You're relating to him.
Thank you. Therapeutic use of self. So now I'm like, is it inappropriate to make prison burritos with my patient?
I mean, if it's going to help him be functional, then it's appropriate.
I think we have a kitchen.
Yeah.
I would really like to know what they taste like.
I would just say bring some Tums with you.
Let me know in the comments.
Yeah,
I'm taking a poll.
I would say bring some Tums with you. As long as you didn't ask him, is orange is the new black? Is that really how prison
No,
is?
I did not ask him that, but I was like, we need to do this. He was like, if you bring all the stuff, yeah, I guess we can make them. So I'll check back in. I'll let you know if we do it.
Please give us an update on that, about the prison.
But yeah,
burritos.
and I was like, was pulling a Herschel Walker. Like, as these things were leaving my mouth, I was like, stop. Just
your body
bring it back.
Stop. Did you take your meds that day?
No, I haven't taken them in years because this job is so chill. I'm just like,
yeah.
And you're with patients for so long that if I took my meds, I'd go out of my mind because I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah.
But off my meds, I'm just asking people about prison.
So tell me, what did you do to get in prison?
I know. I
was going to say, you may not want to know that.
No, but
that's interesting.
Yeah, I've been telling you I wanted to work in the jail. This is probably as close as I'll get.
I mean, working in the jail was cool. It was just, yeah, you just have to be on your P's and Q's because it's very easy for the men to be relaxed and kind of let their guards down to a degree with the other men, obviously. But as a woman, you have to be very careful in those prisons because, I mean, one little slip and you're a goner.
So I wouldn't make it.
No, you'd be way too friendly. Like they would probably fire you for your own safety.
They're like, listen, we have to let you go. You are going to be kidnapped.
You are befriending too many people. We heard that you're making everybody make you burritos. We can't have that in the prison system.
I know. And all you have to do is tell me that you like me more than someone else, and I'm it.
And they'll tell you you're pretty, and they'll tell you you're losing weight. And yes, they will listen. Everything that you need to hear from a man, they will tell you in prison. And you have to just be mindful that I know you're in prison.
I have this patient right now, this older man who is like max total to transfer. Yeah. No one wants to stand him. I'm the only one who's standing him. This man, he called me mija. And I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, but if you are an older Hispanic man and you call me mija, it's over. That's it. That's all I need. Yeah. We're in love.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Second of all, I transfer him and he goes, you're so strong. You make me feel so safe. Oh, done. I was like,
and marriage license. I was like,
I'm taking you home. It's you and me for the rest of your time here. I love you.
That is so funny. I feel so safe when I'm around you.
I was like, no one's ever told me that before.
I'm telling you, working in healthcare sometimes is really a confidence booster.
He's the same one that when I pulled my mask down to do something, he was like, you're pretty. And I was like, thank you.
What did you think I look like?
I know. I was like, first of all, okay, great. He's like, you're pretty. You're not married yet? Well, no, sir.
Like, we're about to be if you keep telling me you feel safe. God. That is hilarious. Yeah, but prisons are very interesting. They notice every little thing about you.
Because there's nothing else to do, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't even work in a maximum security prison. I worked in I think it was a medium security. Mm-hmm. It was medium security because it was jail. Grande. It wasn't a prison. It was jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as we all know, the difference between prison and jail is
one is short term. Another one is long term.
What's the big house?
Prison.
Yeah.
So prison is like you've already been sentenced.
What's the clink? Jail.
I've never heard that term before.
Never heard the clink?
No. What show did you hear that?
I don't know. No. It's just a term. The clink.
The clink. No.
The chokey.
Okay, that's Miss Trenchbowl and Matilda. It's different. But no, jail is like, usually most people are in jail. They're supposed to be there less than a year to be able to have trial and all that. But of course, as you know, court systems are backed up and racism and all that kind of shit. And prisons are privatized.
Systemic racism.
Exactly. And they keep people in jail for, 3-4 years with no bond and no hearing date and all that kind of shit. So it's basically just like a holding area. But jail is supposed to be a temporary situation, and then prison is like long term. Once you're sentenced.
I just like,
but you can be sentenced to jail though, and
it is so inappropriate to ask someone why they went to prison.
Not really.
Really? You think if you'd gone to prison, you'd want me to be like, why were you in prison?
I mean, when I worked at a prison, I did ask people. I was like, what you in here for?
Oh, but you said it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there were certain inmates that were like out and about Not like that, no.
Just walking around, chilling.
No,
She's like,
not
what
like
the
that.
fuck are you here for?
No, they were just like they were out for good behavior. So they were like cleaning the prison, and then they were serving the food in the cafeteria for the employees and stuff like that because they gave us free meals and stuff. So there were times where you would just be in there and you just be like, I wonder what you did to get in here, because we're all really one decision away from going to jail anyway.
Truly.
So I would just be like, question, random. What you in here for? Oh, eating drugs. Oh, Lord, I beat my baby mama up.
See, and like I want to say like there's a good percentage chance that it was something like that, but on the off chance it was like murder.
Yeah, you're not gonna be in prison for 4 years for murder. It's gonna be a lot longer than that. Not unless it's a manslaughter charge.
I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna ask.
I mean, it's respectful either way.
What if he was like the last person who asked me that?
I killed him. Yeah. That's why I went to jail.
That's why I went.
Be like, all right, and I think you're good to go for
and
all 2
our
services.
session is done. Arm's super strong.
That is
He
too
also
funny.
man, sometimes this job sucks because you really think you're helping people and they don't need you.
Yeah.
Man's is super strong. He really just needs PT. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And so ARU, you have to give him a shower the first day, so he's taking a shower. Also weird to have to shower someone who is your age. It's just strange. So he's doing a shower. He does it all. And I helped him with his socks because it's very hard to do to put on your own socks when you're not 100%.
Yeah.
The next day, he takes a shower again. He does it all. He puts on his fucking socks. And I was like, well, what the hell? You can put on your socks? He's like, yeah, I just felt bad. You weren't really doing anything.
I hate patience.
I was like, excuse the fuck out of me. He's like, yeah, I know you really wanted to help, but I didn't have anything for you to do, so I let you put on my socks.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And that's another reason why I hate having patients my own age.
Yeah,
because
like,
they buck the system.
Yep.
That's a damn shame. Well, I'll tell you who else is bucking the system. Nail techs. Oh. Y'all are getting on my nerves. I gotta say this before we go into what we're watching and the rest of the stuff. So I have been struggling. I've been in this city, in this state, and in this city for the past 6 years.
Yeah.
I've only lived in Texas for 6 years, and so the problem is that I have had a huge issue trying to find a permanent nail tech, because for a very long time I didn't really get my nails done just because of working in healthcare and stuff and at the bedside.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I need to start getting my nails done because I need to feel like a woman again. And then so now, because I'm not at the bedside anymore, I get my nails done all the time. I need to feel today because I couldn't get my nails done. Long story short, I call Fowler. I'm like, hey, what's the name of your nail tech girl, right? She gives me the information. So I call. I'm like, okay, I'm off on Friday. Let me go ahead and just go get my nails done. So I called there to make an appointment because I was trying to do it online, and for some reason their online thing wasn't working. So I called to try to make an appointment. The girl's taking my information. She's like, oh, because, we're this posh place, whatever. I have to have a credit card on file. So if you
can't skip out.
You can't skip out on your appointment or whatever. So longer story short, I was telling her, I was like, well, I just need a feel with a gel overlay, right? And so she's like, oh, well, she tries to plug my number in, and she's like, oh, well, have you been here before? And I was like, no, I'm a new client. And so she's like, oh, well, we can't do fills on other people's nails unless we did them ourselves.
Listen, this place is very
bougie.
It's very bougie. It's very like they do all the special nail stuff. And the girl who does my nails takes for goddamn ever because she just takes her time doing everything, and she's very particular and peculiar. And I'm assuming that's why, because they've probably been jaded before.
Yeah. But here's the thing for me. I don't get all that extra shit on my nails. I get solid colors. The most extreme I will go for my nails is a matte overlay.
Ooh.
Bad to the bone, bitch. Bad to the bone. So I'm not getting anything super crazy. And I totally get it, nail techs. I totally get it. Sometimes you don't want to go over other people's work because it could be a hazard. And what if there's damage up underneath the nail and the type of products that they're using? They can have a bad reaction. I totally get that. But at the same time, there should be, and I told the girl, I said, well, there should be an exception since I'm a new client. And I'm not taking my nails off when I literally just got this set on for you to charge me more money to then put a brand new set on these fucking nails. She's like, well, yeah, because we only allow you to get a fill twice before we make you soak them completely off. Bitch, make me. I'm paying you for a service. You better kiss my ass.
It's the same thing with how, have you seen all this, like, I go get a curly cut when I cut my hair. Have you seen the way that these new girls will make you go in to get your hair cut?
No.
Your hair has to be down has to be dry, down, detangled. It can't have been up at all during the day. It had no product or very minimal product. Like, I have to do all this shit just to go for you to cut off my hair.
And this is exactly why I do my hair myself. And I just go and get my ends trimmed by a specific person in Florida. Shouts out to Sabrina. Anyway, Sabrina. But it's just annoying at the fact that, like, we have lost the art of actual hairdressers. Everybody's just throwing lace fronts on, and nobody's protecting anybody's real hair underneath. First of all, if I have to come to you and I'm coming to get like a washing set and I have to have my hair already washed or some shit, that's a problem. Like, you telling me, oh, your hair needs to be stretched. And I get it for braiders, like even from my hair braider.
Braids by Ray.
When I go to get my hair braided by her, the only thing that she requests is that obviously you have clean hair. Who wants to get their hair braided when it's dirty? That's disgusting. But also too, just have, if you're a natural, just to have your hair blow dried out because it is easier and have it stretched. That's obvious. Like, you know, that's a regular routine for washing and blow drying your hair.
Yeah.
But all these extra things, you coming to get a lace front and stuff, or you coming to get, you know, a sew-in, you must have your hair already braided. Well, bitch, what the fuck am I coming to you for? I can go to YouTube and figure this shit out. Like, what is wrong with people? You got to come with all these rules and regulations. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't come to my salon doing this. Bitch, fuck you. Man, I hate people. Anyway. Yeah. I just hate people. So, yeah, I couldn't get my nails done.
I love my nail girl, so I got to keep her.
I need to call her specifically and be like, listen, bitch, I need my nails done. And I was recommended by you. I'm a new client. I'm not soaking these nails off, so you going to work with it or you're not. And then everybody wants to have these stupid ass appointments and, hey, please read my instructions.
I know. It's always with the instructions. I have a million things going on.
It's so annoying.
I'm not reading your damn instructions.
Don't bring no kids, no dogs, no this, no that. And if you are 2 minutes late, I'm going to cancel your appointment, but I could be 50 minutes late and I will still charge you a $25 non-refundable. I'll beat your ass.
And you know what? A lot of y'all are out here giving people ojo. And it's rude. I like your nails. And they don't touch them. 2 of my nails have broken off because of y'all motherfuckers. Keep your opinions to yourself. If you like it, don't tell me anything because I can't pay to get these fixed. It's happening all the time.
Wait, what? I'm lost.
You don't know about ojo?
No, what is that?
When someone's like, oh, I really like your purse, and then they don't touch it, and then you lose your purse. Or your purse breaks.
Is that like some kind of omen or something? I've never heard that.
It's like bad luck. It's like...
So if I say I like your nails, I have to touch your nail. We got monkeypox going around. You shouldn't be touching nobody.
Or like that's why you're not supposed to tell people your baby's so pretty, and then you don't touch the baby. Something bad's gonna happen to the baby.
I've never heard that a day in my life. Don't touch my baby.
I'm just saying. Yeah, someone's giving me ojo, and I know it.
Or you could just be clumsy.
No, this girl in high school, she was like, "Your legs are so nice. They don't have any bruises or scratches or anything." I swear to God, from that day, I've always had a scratch, a scar, a nick, bug bites, something.
So you blame this girl for your life? What's her name? Do you want to give her a shout out? No.
Oh, you know who you are.
Hey, girl, you know who you are.
You remember what you did. You know.
Oh, gosh. Anything else we need to talk about before we're going into what we're watching?
No, let's talk about what we're watching. I saw Wakanda Forever. Holy shit.
How was it? Was it really 3 hours?
Damn, yeah, I guess it was.
Did it feel like 3 hours?
No.
Oh, that's good.
But I was drunk, so that's probably why.
Why would you go see that while you're drunk?
No, I got drunk there.
Oh.
No, I didn't get drunk there. I was drunk before.
See, now who can't hold their liquor?
It was really good. They do that shit where they play pictures of Chadwick Boseman and they cut the sound and it's just like you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
So sad. I was surrounded by black people. It was beautiful.
As you should. Were people in costumes?
No one was in costumes, but a lot of people were wearing like white Black Panda.
No.
Wrong movie.
Y'all, we apologize in advance. This episode,
it's been a hard day.
We are struggling.
The movie was really good. It was very much like black female empowerment.
Really?
Which I'm fucking there for.
Good.
Storyline was great. Angela Bassett, come on.
Let me tell you something about Miss Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is just a classic treasure. Like everything she's in is gold. Name one bad Angela Bassett movie.
Can't.
I'll wait.
It ain't gonna happen.
Doesn't exist.
She hits
exist.
It on the head every time. That woman.
anything she touches, it's going. Listen, for anybody in Hollywood, if you're in a movie with Angela Bassett, I don't care how small the role is, it's gonna be
count
a hit.
your blessings.
She's just beautiful and regal, and some of the still pictures that I saw of her in Black Panther, especially in that white.
Oh my god! Yeah, so gorgeous. It is okay. Also,
don't give any spoilers.
I will not give a spoiler, but the antagonist is he Mexican? Hispanic?
Just say Hispanic.
I think he is from Mexico.
Okay.
Or he is of Mexican descent, I do believe. That whole world that they've painted and the people and the culture, because I think it's all like Aztec, Mayan.
Yeah.
So cool. So fucking cool. Also, they're speaking in the native tongue.
Oh, I love that.
Which is super cool. You know how zombies are either slow or fast?
Yeah.
Fast zombies freak me the fuck out. I don't like that
I don't
shit.
like fast zombies.
I don't like people that move really fast and like that's the people of this thing, they move like that. It freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But it was really cool, really interesting. 10/10 recommend. Go watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch.
There were twisties and turnies that I didn't think.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go see it today, but because they had the showing at 10:30 a.m. and I was like, I can do that, and I was like, hell no, I sleep in the bed till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sundays. But anyway, I go to Bedside Baptist anyway. But yeah, there were only like 5 seats left, and I was just like, I don't want to go to I hate going to the movies when it's super packed, like on opening week, because it's just people start talking back to the screen and I was
people. Watching this movie and at the very end something happens and the lady next, because I like gasped when the lady next to me goes, oh shit, and I was like, yeah, oh shit, this shit's crazy.
Oh Lord.
So yes, people were definitely talking back to the movie.
Yeah, I don't like
that. What is that man's name?
They've already made I think it's allegedly they've already made like $84 million.
Really?
Yeah. And that was on opening night, so it's not even the whole full like weekend.
Okay, the guy who plays I guess he's a villain, Tenoch Huerta. He is a thick man. Like every shot of him, I was just like, he is just
solid,
built like a damn horse.
Yeah.
So,
well, I did see that.
Go watch it on that alone.
I did see that they were talking about because some of their scenes were underwater and stuff like that, and they were asking about like as during their press junket and everything, and they were asking about how they felt about being underwater, and some of them were saying, well, yeah, I couldn't swim before this, or I could only hold my breath for like 20 seconds, and then I got to be able to hold my breath for, because Angela Bassett was saying too that she could only hold her breath for like 20 to 30 seconds, and then
that seems like a long time.
But the training that they got to learn how to breathe underwater for these shots, that she said she was actually able to hold her breath for 4 minutes at a time, and she said that one of the actors, I can't remember which actress was on here, but she's a younger Hispanic girl. She was able to hold her breath for 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes.
Holy shit! The way my lungs are built, absolutely not.
No, I can't. But I mean, even too, learning how to breathe underwater, like that would just scare me as an actress to do any kind of underwater scenes, because I'm just like, bitch, if you don't get this shot, you just don't get it. I can't go back up underneath.
It's a one and done. Fucking one and done.
I can run through some water, but underwater, oh no ma'am.
Oh man, it's really good. Yeah. I watched the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie that just came out, Falling for Christmas, I think is what it's called.
The graphic looks really good. She looks like she's like sober.
She looks so great. Yeah. Like considering, because in my head, the Lindsay Lohan that I'm like, if someone says Lindsay Lohan, I'm thinking Mykonos Lindsay Lohan, where she's like cracked out, dancing. Yeah. Looks like shit.
In the silver outfit. And she thinks she. Yeah.
So to see her and like, yes, you can tell she's got work done and all that stuff, but she just looks healthy, and I just love her, and it was really cute. It's like a very typical Hallmark Halloween Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But it was really cute, and
what is it called?
Falling for Christmas.
I don't think you're sure about that.
Falling for Christmas.
All right, you were right. You won the prize.
And I'm Team Lindsay. I fucking love that girl.
I mean, I loved her in Parent Trap. I mean, she was
movie.
Really good. I think, unfortunately, these child stars, they, I did see this video today where this one parent, okay, so there was this young girl, this young black girl or mixed girl, whatever, this young girl. Doesn't matter her race.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter her race to a degree.
We don't see color on this podcast.
No, we do. I do, at least. So she was basically on set doing something, and they were trying to prepare her for some kind of acting gig or whatever. And so the white guy, I guess, was like her agent or something, and then her dad was sitting there. So they told her, they were like, go to the other room, we're going to have a discussion. And so she was like, but Dad, I just want to say one more thing. And so the white guy that was sitting there, he was just like, no, we are the adults. You are the child. We've already told you to go to the room. And when you're on set, you have to follow directions. Like, you can't just do whatever you want to do. So then the black dad, he's like, I just don't appreciate you talking to my daughter like that. Like, she's fine. She didn't do anything. Like, she can just, do whatever. Like, I just don't think it's appropriate for you to talk to my daughter like that. And I'm just like, no, bitch, you need to learn structure. Yeah, you need boundaries and you need structure. Like, you can't just act an ass on fucking set. But I don't know how we segued in there from Lindsay Lohan. But anyway.
It's just, well, in that time, too, like, it was her and Paris Hilton and Brittany Blake. That was such a wild time to be young in Hollywood. Yeah. And they just did whatever. And there was no social media like there is now. Yeah. They were just running amok.
Yeah. I mean, even Drew Barrymore, even when she was a kid, she was going to the club at like 10 years old and shit. Like, her parents didn't give a fuck. I'm like, it's a wonder Drew Barrymore is not cracked out now.
I know.
Like,
and Michael Lohan was a psychopath, so just God bless Lindsay. Go support her movie. It was great.
Lindsay Lohan daddy. Lindsay Lohan daddy. That's what Nene kept saying when Kim Zolciak was at the dinner with him. She kept running about Lindsay Lohan daddy. Lindsay Lohan daddy.
I watched Don't Worry, Darling.
What's that?
It's that movie that was all that drama, the one with Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, and you have no idea who the fuck I'm talking about.
I know who Harry Styles is.
Okay, the movie that Harry Styles is in that had all that drama because it was Olivia Wilde.
Yeah. I know Olivia Wilde.
Okay, so Olivia Wilde's in it, and that movie was strange.
Was it at least good?
It wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
Okay.
I had low expectations. It's kind of like I didn't know what the hell it was about. I knew it was like a Stepford wife situation. Super strange concept. A lot of weird shit happens in that movie. My brain is still like, what the fuck? Also, they made Harry Styles look like complete shit.
In the movie?
Yes. Like, there are scenes with him like where they actively made him look horrible. And I'm just like, that's probably what you would look like if you weren't famous.
Probably. Basic white guy.
It's so, God, so sad.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been watching anything.
Yellowstone comes back tonight, Sunday.
Really?
Yes. Oh, and to get ready for it, I watched The Bodyguard yesterday. Love me some Kevin Costner.
I was like, what did The Bodyguard have to do with Yellowstone? But Kevin Costner, yes.
That man, I could watch him fucking do anything.
Kevin Costner's a really good actor.
Love him.
He's a really good
actor. Have you seen Yellowstone?
No.
Oh my God.
I started to watch it. My cousin, she got hooked onto what was the House of whatever
Dragon?
House of the Dragon. She was like, Alyssa recommended it and now I'm stuck on it. She was like,
come on, so good. If there's one thing I can do, it's tell you what the hell to watch. It is so good.
But and now she's watching Game of Thrones over again. Like, she's
so good. If you have not started Yellowstone, 10/10 recommend.
Yeah.
So good. Also White Lotus, that one's good too. I think we've been talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I've been watching.
The Equalizer comes back on with a new episode today.
Oh, you love
I do.
The Equalizer.
Equalizer's it's a really good, I mean, a lot of their plots and a lot of their storyline is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Daniels is coming out with a Star movie.
I did hear that. Is it going to still be the same people though? Queen Latifah and all the rest of them?
I saw Quincy post about it, so that's how I know.
And Miss Lawrence and all them.
I doubt it would be in theaters, but I will be there on opening day.
I wonder if Brandy and Patti LaBelle's going to be it. They got to be. And
I forgot
Lance Gross. Yeah, he's got to be in it too.
Did you know
Luke James,
his wife is like a stylist or something?
Who?
Lance Gross's wife.
Really?
She like styles people.
I don't know that.
She got style. She's got grace.
A celebrity stylist.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's all I got though.
Okay, cool beans. Well, I don't have anything because I've literally been just sleeping every day, and after I get off work, and then doing stuff in my garage. So. Being an adult.
Doing stuff in your garage. Like karate.
No, just trying to clean up and declutter before the new year. I go through this thing where I just start randomly cleaning areas and throwing away stuff. I went to the Goodwill, threw some stuff away, gave away some bras and stuff.
Nice.
Old bras that I don't wear, clothes, and all the Tupperware that I had. I took it to the
There
Goodwill.
you go. Good job.
Absolutely. So.
I went to Worst Fest yesterday. Did I tell you that?
What is that?
Wurst Fest is like the German beer festival in New Braunfels that they have every year. It burned, like the big building that it was supposed to be in burned down like 2 years ago, so they just rebuilt it. And you just drink overpriced pitchers of beer and eat sausage, and people are dressed in lederhosen, and it's fun.
How do you not like burp your ass off for that? Like that's
I don't know.
Sausage.
You let it get a little flat, I guess, the beer.
Oh, you are a big beer drinker.
big beard. Except for...
I don't know what that was, but okay.
I don't know either. I just like... 30 is going to hit me like a brick wall.
It really is. And I don't think you're prepared for it.
I'm not. Because I'm getting little glimpses of it, little tastes of it. Yeah. Like usually I can drink all day and I'll be pretty fine the next day. I'm starting to get these hangovers and like I can catch myself, and if I nip it in the bud in the morning, we're okay. But it's like a delayed onset hangover. It's like I kind of feel icky in the morning. It'll go away, and then like at 3 or 4, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like complete shit.
Because your metabolism slows down as you get older.
Well, this is trash, and I won't stand for it.
You want to be a Toys R Us kid forever? Not going to happen, buddy.
Man, I really think 30 is going to be a rude awakening.
It really is. Like, I'm telling you, your knees, if it's not already messed up, your knees are going to, your hips, my hips hurt so bad. I need to
hold your attention in your hips.
I know. I need to go to like a hip therapist.
Mobility class?
Yes. Like, have
you heard of Flowbility?
No, what's that?
It's this...
is it here in town?
No, all I've seen is it online, but it's like all about kind of like small isometric movements, more focused on your posture and things like that. My posture is
horrible.
And it like people's bodies completely changed. Spine conscious training is what it's called. But it looks really cool. If anyone's ever done Flowbility, it's like mobility and flexibility stuff.
Ooh.
But it just looks like it feels so good.
I need to be like really stretched out. That's what she said.
I need to go to the stretch lab.
Okay, no. Because remember the last time we went to the stretch lab?
But that was a bad time. I think your back has rested. And also, you did that to yourself because you had them freaking bringing your leg up behind your head and showing off. She wanted to show off how flexible she was. And that's how she got hurt.
I am just flexible. I have really flexible hamstrings. I really do. Mm-hmm. Like my hamstrings are not... you just have very baby hamstrings. Huh. So what is normal for most people is abnormal to you. Like you got men hamstrings. Like I'm talking about they're tight. Oh. But you also have like really fit legs.
Maybe they're just they just take all the... I don't know what I was going to say.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm going to see where you're going with that. But yeah,
I need to get stretched.
Yeah, I definitely need to get stretched, especially my hips. Because even at work, like me and one of my coworkers, we've been going through this where like 2:30, our pelvis and hips just start hurting. And I'm just like,
you just start whining your waist. Mm-hmm. Bringing it around town. Get a hula hoop. Can you hula hoop?
Of course. From South Florida. It's a requirement. I actually have an old college video of me and my friends hula hooping in the middle of Walmart.
We'll post it here.
No, we will not. No, we will not post that because it looked like I could not hula hoop, but and my friend Danny, shouts out to Danielle, she was able to actually successfully do it, but no, I know how to hula hoop.
Do you remember Skip Bo?
Skip it.
Skip it. That's what it's called. Skip Bo is a card game. Skip it. I couldn't do that shit either. I'm the least coordinated person I've ever met.
I love Skip it. That was a really fun game. I mean, a really fun device to play with. But yeah.
Really glad. I'll get you one for Christmas.
Girl, I'm 38. Who about to be bumping up? I got too much weight on me now. Listen, a fall at 38 is detrimental.
I don't know if y'all have fallen recently. I pray to God you haven't. But seriously, the feeling of gravity taking complete control over your body is horrifying.
As I get older, I understand why patients are so afraid to walk with us as physical therapists, or with me as a physical therapist, because I'm just like, Miss Johnson, I got you. I got a gate belt on you. Once you fall, anxiety is, you don't want to experience that again. I just told you my hips hurt and my knee. Man, it took me forever to get up off the ground yesterday when I was in my garage putting that damn storage thing together. And I was just like, I hope nobody sees me getting up like this. They're going to be like, damn girl, how old are you? I'm in my 30s. But yeah, it's horrible. Anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No.
Okay. Y'all, it's going to be an amazing week. I can feel it in my bones.
It can't be any worse.
Why do you say stuff like that?
Well, the eclipse is over. That was why we were having so much chaotic energy the last couple weeks. Remember, we were like, things ain't right.
You just spoke negativity into the atmosphere.
No, the atmosphere is going to settle out. The energy is going to settle out. We're going into the holidays. It's going to be great. Take care of yourself. And...
the cool weather is back.
Oh, yeah. It's cold in Texas. Like, cold.
It's
like, my house is 65.
Yeah, mine was 65 earlier, but then I turned on my heater earlier to bake something, and now it's 67.
If you're turning on a heater in Texas, it's getting a little chilly.
I aired my house out, too, yesterday, for 6 hours. I just had all my windows up.
Nice.
And let all the cool air just blow through. So, that's probably why I sound like a man right now.
Very nice. But, yeah. Probably.
Yeah. But anyway.
But, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for being here with us again.
Absolutely, as always. Have an amazing week on purpose. Y'all continue to spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to
laugh your face off.
That episode was a struggle. At least for me.
And it was only an hour long.
Seriously, like, oh my God. My brain is like shutting down. And I still gotta edit. And meal prep. Hey, did you guys enjoy this episode? If so, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, including
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. New episodes are released every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.